dhyāna-heyās tad-vṛttayaḥ. This verse explains how meditation can help us manage and remove unwanted thoughts and feelings. Here's what it means. Mental patterns. These are the thoughts, emotions, and habits that keep repeating in our minds, eliminated through meditation. By practicing meditation, we can calm these patterns and eventually let go of them. Meditation helps us gain control over our mind, allowing us to reduce distractions and negative thoughts, leading to a clearer, more peaceful mind. kleśa-mūlaḥ karma-aśayo dṛṣṭa-adṛṣṭa-janma-vedanīyaḥ. This verse explains how our actions are connected to our inner obstacles and how they affect us. Here's what it means. Root of actions. Our actions come from deep-seated obstacles like ignorance, ego, and desires, seen and unseen lives. The results of these actions can affect us in our current life and possibly in future lives. Yoga teaches us to understand these obstacles and actions so that we can create better outcomes for ourselves, reducing suffering and leading a more peaceful life. Sati-mūle tad-vṛttayaḥ jātyāyur-bhogāh. This verse explains that as long as the root causes of our actions like desires and ignorance remain, they will affect our lives. Here's what it means. The root. This refers to the deep-seated causes of our actions, such as our inner obstacles or kleshas, bear fruit. These roots will influence our birth, how long we live, and the experience we go through. Yoga teaches us to remove these deep roots through practice, so we can shape a better life with fewer negative outcomes, leading to more peace and happiness. Tehlāda-paritāpa-phalāh punya-punya-hetuttvāt. This verse explains how the outcomes of our actions depend on whether those actions are good or bad. Here's what it means. Pleasure or pain. Actions can lead to either happiness, that is pleasure, or suffering, that is pain. Good or bad deeds. Good actions or punya usually brings happiness, while bad actions or apunya leads to suffering. Yoga teaches us to be mindful of our actions, encouraging good deeds that lead to positive results, helping us live a happier and more peaceful life. Parināma-tāpa-samskāra dukkhair-guna-vritti-virodhācca dukkhameva sarvam vivekinah. This verse explains that for those who see clearly, life can seem full of challenges. Change, the pain that comes from things changing, anxiety, the suffering caused by worry and stress, past impressions, old memories and experiences that affect us, conflict in nature, the natural forces that often oppose each other. Yoga helps us understand these sources of pain and teaches us how to rise above them, leading to a life with more peace and less suffering. Heyam dukkhamanagatam. This verse teaches us that future sufferings can be prevented. Here's what it means. Future suffering, pain or difficulties that haven't happened yet, can be avoided. Through proper actions and understanding, we can stop this suffering from occurring. Yoga provides us with tools like mindfulness and right action to prevent future pain, helping us lead a more peaceful and joyful life. Drashta-adṛṣṭa-janma-vedanīyaḥ samyogo heya-hetuh. This verse explains the root cause of suffering. The seer is our true self, the one who observes. The seen refers to everything we experience, like thoughts, emotions, and the world around us. Identification is the suffering happens when we confuse our true self with what we experience. Yoga helps us separate our true self from the things we see and experience, reducing suffering and leading to a clearer understanding of who we are. prakāśa-kriya-sthiti-shīlam bhūtendriyātmakam bhoga-pavargartham drishyam. This verse describes the nature of everything we experience. The three gunas or the qualities that everything in the world is made of: light and knowledge, that's the brightness, Movement and energy is the activity, and stability or resistance is inertia. Everything we perceive is made of the five elements and is experienced through our senses. The purpose of what we see and experience is to provide us with lessons or experience, and ultimately to help us reach freedom from suffering, that is liberation. Yoga helps us understand and rise above these qualities, guiding us towards inner freedom and peace. Vishesha Visheshalingamatrā lingāni gunaparvāni. This verse describes the different levels or stages of the three qualities or the gunas that make up everything in the universe. Here's what it means. Specific are the things we can see and identify clearly. Non-specific are the things that are less clear or more subtle. Indicated only are the signs or clues that suggest something exists, even if we can't see it directly. Unmanifest is the most subtle state, where nothing is visible or formed yet. Yoga helps us understand these levels of reality so that we can see the world more clearly and live with greater awareness and balance. Drashta drishimatras shuddhopi pratyayanupashyah. This verse explains the nature of the true self or the seer. Here's what it means. The seer is our true self, pure and unchanging, not influenced by anything. Pure consciousness. The seer is simply aware, without being affected by thoughts or emotions. Sees through the mind. Even though the seer is pure, it perceives the world through the mind and its thoughts. Yoga helps us recognize that our true self is beyond the mind's activity, guiding us to a state of peace and clarity by not identifying with the mind's ever-changing thoughts. Thank you.